Welcome to our channel. We're so glad you're here today. Have you ever left someone's home feeling more tired than when you arrived? Well, in today's video, we're diving into something we all need to pay attention to as we age: who we spend our time with. So grab a cup of tea and relax, because you won't want to miss this one. Let us know where you're watching from in the comments below. Whether you're at home or on the go, we'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss tomorrow's special story. The 4 types of people you should avoid visiting after 65. 1. The chronic complainer, how their negativity affects you. As we age, we start to notice that the people we spend time with have a much greater impact on our well-being than we may have realized in our younger years. One type of person that can severely affect our emotional and mental health is the chronic complainer. You know the type. The ones who can never seem to have a good day, no matter what. Whether it's their health, finances, or how they feel like no one cares about them, there's always something wrong. When you walk into their home, the first thing you're greeted with is a sigh or a complaint about something that's bothering them. It doesn't matter if the sun is shining or if they've just received good news. There's always something negative taking over their mind. You may initially think you can handle it, or that you can just offer some advice, but soon you realize that no matter how much you help, the complaints never stop. Every visit with them feels like a one-sided conversation where they drag you into their world of frustrations. The problem is, negativity is contagious. At first, it might not seem like a big deal, but as time goes on, you begin to absorb their negative energy. You walk into their home feeling fine, but by the time you leave, you feel exhausted, irritated, and even hopeless. The longer you stay in their presence, the more their pessimism seeps into your own mindset. They don't want solutions. They just want an audience. They thrive on sympathy and will pull you back into the same endless cycle of complaints every time you visit. And the worst part? When you try to shift the conversation to something positive, they resist, often downplaying your joy or turning it into another complaint. After 65, it's crucial to be selective with your time. Your mental and emotional energy are valuable, and there's no reason to sacrifice your peace of mind just to listen to someone who refuses to take action and improve their situation. You can be kind without allowing yourself to be emotionally drained. The chronic complainer might seem harmless at first, but over time, their negativity can slowly chip away at your happiness. It's okay to set boundaries and decide that their emotional weight isn't yours to carry. 2. The manipulative user, how they take advantage of your kindness. Building on the idea of protecting your emotional well-being, there's another type of person you should avoid as you age: the manipulative user. These individuals invite you into their homes, not because they genuinely enjoy your company, but because they need something from you. At first, it may seem harmless. Maybe they ask for a small favor, something that doesn't feel like a big deal. But over time, you begin to notice a pattern. Each visit comes with an unspoken expectation. They want something from you. Manipulative users don't make their requests obvious. They cleverly disguise them with guilt, duty, or even flattery. They might say things like, "I don't know what I'd do without you," or "You're the only one who understands me." These comments pull at your heartstrings, making you feel responsible for their happiness. Slowly but surely, you find yourself fixing their leaky faucets, running their errands, or spending hours doing things for them, all instead of enjoying your own free time. The problem? These relationships are not built on mutual respect, but rather on an imbalance. You give and they take. What starts off as small requests can quickly turn into an overwhelming pattern. You start to feel like you're not just visiting for a good conversation, but instead, you're there to be their personal helper. When you notice that every visit leaves you feeling obligated rather than appreciated, it's time to step back. The manipulative user doesn't view you as a friend, but as a resource. And this dynamic can leave you feeling unappreciated and, ultimately, resentful. The real danger here is how they react when you start setting boundaries. If you turn down a request or don't comply with their demands, they will guilt trip you, make you feel disappointed, or even angry. That's when you know it's no longer about friendship, but about control. After 65, your time and energy are limited. The last thing you need is someone who sees your kindness as an opportunity to take advantage of you. It's essential to recognize this behavior early and set clear boundaries to protect yourself. Remember, you deserve relationships where there is mutual respect and appreciation, not ones built on manipulation. 3. The drama magnet, how they pull you into their chaos. Continuing from the previous point, where you learned how manipulative users can drain your energy, another type of person who can wreak havoc on your emotional state is the drama magnet. These individuals don't just experience drama, they create it. No matter what's happening in their life, there's always a conflict, argument, or crisis brewing in the background. When you visit their home, you expect a friendly, calm chat, but before you know it, you're trapped in their long winded stories about how they've been wronged, betrayed, or disrespected. It's exhausting. What makes them even more draining is their inability to leave well enough alone. If things are calm, they feel restless. Peace makes them uncomfortable. So, they stir the pot, gossiping about others, exaggerating small arguments, and twisting stories to make themselves look like the victim. And it's never just about listening. They want you to take sides. They'll tell you about a falling out with a neighbor or a family member, and suddenly you're expected to agree with them, defend them, or even cut ties with people they don't like. The more you engage, the deeper you get pulled into their web of drama. Here's where it gets tricky. No matter how hard you try to stay neutral, they'll keep pushing. If you agree with them, they reward you with more gossip and exclusive details. If you try to shift the conversation or disagree, they take offense. In some cases, you might even find yourself becoming their next target. Drama magnets thrive on conflict, and the emotional toll it takes on you can be overwhelming. Every visit to their home feels like a battlefield rather than a place of comfort. The danger here is that over time, their drama starts to seep into your life. You may notice your own mood changing, becoming more irritable, stressed, or anxious. Relationships that were once peaceful begin to feel strained, and your view of the world starts to shift into a negative lens. What was once a relaxing visit has now become a chaotic, draining experience. After 65, you can't afford to waste time in toxic environments. Peace and calm become priceless commodities. If you find yourself constantly walking on eggshells or feeling emotionally drained after visiting someone, it's a clear sign that it's time to step back. You deserve relationships where the focus is on joy, support, and peace, not on unnecessary stress and drama. 4. The negative nostalgic, how their past keeps you stuck. Building on the chaos created by drama magnets, another type of person who can hinder your well-being as you age is the negative nostalgic. These individuals live in the past, but not in a healthy way. Rather than cherishing fond memories or learning from past experiences, they are trapped in bitterness, regret, and resentment. When you visit their home, the conversation inevitably turns to what went wrong, who disappointed them, or how life was unfair to them. It's as if the present and future don't matter. They're constantly fixated on what they've lost. At first, you might think it's just harmless reminiscing. After all, who doesn't enjoy talking about the past every now and then? But with the negative nostalgic, it's never just about the good old days. It's about reliving disappointments, failed opportunities, and the mistakes others have made. The more they talk, the deeper they sink into their resentment. And the worst part? No matter how much positivity you try to bring into the conversation, they'll always pull it back to regret. What you don't realize is that by spending too much time around them, you begin to adopt their mindset. Slowly, you start seeing the world through their lens, a lens colored by what could have been instead of what is. You might find yourself dwelling on your own regrets, things you thought you had long moved past. Their constant focus on loss can shift your perspective, making you see life through a pessimistic view instead of embracing the new opportunities that aging brings. The negative nostalgic doesn't just impact their own mindset, they try to shape yours too. They'll tell you that the best days are behind you, that today's world has nothing to offer, and that getting older means nothing but loss. If you let those words sink in, they can start to feel like the truth. But the reality is, life is full of new experiences, new joys, and new memories to be made. The negative nostalgic is blind to this, only seeing what they've lost instead of appreciating what they still have. If you've ever left someone's home feeling heavier, as though you've been dragged into a pit of regret and resentment, it's time to step back. You don't need to surround yourself with people who view life through the lens of what's gone wrong. After 65, the goal is to embrace the present, to cherish what you have, and to surround yourself with people who help you appreciate the richness of life rather than keeping you stuck in the past. We'd love to hear from you. After watching this video, we encourage you to reflect on the relationships in your life. Have you ever felt drained after visiting someone's home? Do you find yourself surrounded by people who seem to drain your energy or keep you stuck in the past? Let us know in the comments below. Where are you watching from? And what have you noticed about the people you spend time with as you age? Remember, it's never too late to set boundaries and focus on the relationships that truly bring you joy and peace of mind. Your time is valuable, and the company you keep can significantly impact your overall well-being. Let's start a conversation. If you've ever experienced emotional drain from toxic relationships, share your thoughts on how you handle it. Have you made changes in your life to protect your peace? We'd love to hear how you've navigated these situations and how it's affected your happiness. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an insightful video like this. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content to inspire and inform others. Share this video with friends or family who could benefit, and let's keep the conversation going.